Well, one of the things that everyone is excited about when it comes to the world of sports is the fact that Arsenal did pretty well. But hey, we'll talk about that, but not just now. Let's start first in Ligue 1, where the Ligue 1 game between Montpellier and Clermont on Sunday was abandoned in injury time after visiting goalkeeper Maury Thwart was targeted by a firecracker thrown from the stands and had to be stretchered off. A firecracker landed next to the Clermont goalkeeper's feet and exploded with a loud bang just as the match was entering stoppage time. Clearly stunned, Thwart was actually going. He went down, by the way, and needed treatment before being carried off. And the game was halted before being abandoned following a crisis meeting. Montpellier were leading 4-2, by the way, and on course to win their first home game of the season until the incident, and now risk serious punishment from the French footballing authorities with the prospect of having to replay the game without their fans. And what do you say in French when it comes to that? You say, ce n'est pas bon. Well, let's move on now to another story, this time in football. Gabriel Martinelli scored a dramatic late winner as Arsenal earned a statement victory over defending Premier League champions Manchester City at Emirates Stadium. A largely disappointing game was given a stunning finale 4 minutes from time, just as both sides looked certain to have to settle for a point. Making his return from a hamstring injury as a substitute, Martinelli's strike deflected in off Nathan Ake to earn Arsenal the first league win over City since December 2015. Well, it was a moment that sparked wild celebrations and put the Gunners level on points with North London rivals Tottenham at the top of the table. For Arsenal fans, it was indeed one they couldn't hold back. And I can tell that the celebration was indeed great. Take a look.
That was not one of his best at all. Corner swung in. Oh, Martinelli, dangerous. Oh, how did that not go in as well from Jesus? White piling in. Erdegaard. Bristol raining in the shots there and so close to finally taking.
I'm sure you can enjoy all the highlights later on when you join the sports team for In the Game. It's going to be at 10 a.m. here on News Central Television. Well, let's go straight to another story now. Sevilla sacked coach Jose Luis Mendilibar on Sunday after a poor start to the season. The 62-year-old was appointed in March and helped steer the Andalusian club to a record-extending 7th Europa League trophy in May, as well as away from the threat of relegation last season. Sevilla rescued a last-gasp 2-2 draw on Saturday in La Liga against Rayo Vallecano, but sit 14th in the current campaign with only 2 wins from their first 8 games. Mendilibar helped Sevilla beat Manchester United and Juventus on the road to the Europa League final, where his team won on penalties against Jose Mourinho's Roma, if you can recall. From Athletic Bilbao and Valencia coach Marcelino Garcia has been linked with the new vacancy after he was recently sacked by French side Marseille. So it's going to be quite a different one, but most importantly, hopefully he can make the difference. But talking of making a difference, Portugal pulled off a Rugby World Cup shock in Toulouse as they earned a maiden World Cup win courtesy of a 24-23 victory over Fiji. Nonetheless, losing bonus point was enough to send Fiji into the quarterfinals against England, and it was indeed wonderful. Well, the result also confirmed Australia's early exit from the World Cup, making it the first time the Wallabies have ever gone out before the knockout stage. And meanwhile, a hot trick from Matteo Carreras carried Argentina into a World Cup quarter-final with Wales as they beat Japan in their winner-takes-all Pool D match. And we're saying congratulations, no doubt, to them.
Nakamura turns it back. Now there's space again. Nakamura for the corner. He's there. Japan are red hot.
Well, let's move on now to Formula One. This time, 3-time Formula One world champion Max Verstappen was in total control of the Qatar Grand Prix after clinching his 3rd title on Saturday. The Dutchman led throughout from pole position, although he did lose the lead after his first stop. That was actually mandated by rules restricting tyre mileage as a result of safety concerns. All the teams were restricted to a maximum of 18 laps for each set of tyres after Pirelli discovered its product was vulnerable to failure at high speed over the curbs at the Lusail circuit. Mercedes drivers Lewis Hamilton and George Russell collided at the start before Max Verstappen went on to dominate the Qatar Grand Prix. The crash caused Hamilton's retirement and dropped Russell to the back of the field, from where he fought back in impressive fashion to finish fourth. And let's take you to gymnastics now. US gymnastics legend, the one known as Simone Biles, extended her gold medal hauls by winning the beam and floor on Sunday, her 22nd and 23rd world titles, after achieving team and all-around success earlier in the competition. On the final day of the championships, American Biles enhanced her record as the most decorated gymnast in history with a routine that earned her a score of 14.8 on the beam, enough to finish ahead of China's Zhou King and Brazilian Rebecca Andrade. Biles then won a high-class floor final, making just one small mistake on her way to 14.633 points, comfortably ahead of the Brazilian pair of Andrade and Flavia Saraiva, who took silver and bronze. The twin victories pushed Biles' overall medal tally at world and Olympic level to 37, with her latest 4 golds coming in her first international competition since taking 2 years out of the sport to work on her mental health after a troubled Tokyo Olympics, if you recall. Well, congratulations to you, Biles, and we're saying well done, and hopefully this would see further victories and, of course, medals. By the way, kudos to Arsenal fans. The celebration is still on. We can tell that all Arsenal fans are indeed in a celebratory mood, and most importantly, I'm looking for one of them who will indeed take care of my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner. Oliver, are you one of them?
No, I'm not.
Okay, we'll have Udoka and Joku.
Yeah. A number of them.
We
Just
have.
as you walk to the
So many of them.
Yeah,
so many of them.
many of them.
I don't know why they're shouting. Why are you shouting? Have you won the league? Yeah, shouting.
Well.